Hello, welcome. I'm here with another new recipe video. In this video, I'll prepare a semolina dessert for you that is very easy to make and guaranteed to be delicious. Now, let's briefly show our ingredients and move straight to the cooking stage. The ingredients I will use: 2 liters of milk, 1 liter of water, half a kilogram of semolina, half a pack, which is 125 grams of margarine, 800 grams of granulated sugar, half a pack, 60 grams of cocoa powder, 1 packet of vanilla powder, roasted crispy Kadayif, and heat-resistant silicone molds as the molds. It will be a crispy Kadayif, cocoa, milk-based dessert. With its black and white appearance, it will appeal both to the eye and the palate. I truly believe you will love its taste. Now, I weigh the milk on the scale and add it to the pot. I add 1 liter of cold water on top. I place the pot on the stove and start cooking over medium heat. Let's give it a stir so it doesn't stick to the bottom and doesn't curdle. Then we can add the margarine. While the milk mixture slowly starts to heat up, let's move on to the other preparations. First, we rinse our heat-resistant silicone molds with water. This process will help the dessert come out of the mold more easily. We place the wet molds onto a tray and prepare for the next stage. If you like the recipe so far, don't forget to like the video. If you're still not subscribed to my channel, you can support me by subscribing. Don't forget to turn on notifications to be informed about new and practical dessert recipes. Now let's continue our recipe from where we left off. First, let's crush the cocoa packet a little. If there's any clumping inside, let it become completely powdery. Likewise, the semolina may have been compressed inside the package, so let's open it and lightly break it up with our hands to achieve a smooth result. After the milk has heated thoroughly, I add the sugar. Let's stir it well so the sugar doesn't sink to the bottom and stick. Then I add the vanilla. Now we add the semolina. And from this stage on, we absolutely do not stop stirring. In pudding-like recipes with flour, starch, or semolina, the bottom sticks and burns very quickly. Continuous stirring is the most important point here. Another important point to pay attention to is the consistency. After it starts boiling, I will not wait for it to thicken too much. At the exact boiling point, before it becomes firm like halva, I will remove it from the stove. The consistency I want will be soft like a milk dessert, but firm enough to hold its shape when removed from the mold. After removing it from the stove, since the total mixture is approximately 4 kilograms, I transfer half of it into a separate bowl. I will make the remaining half cocoa flavored. I add the cocoa powder into the hot mixture and quickly stir it. The consistency has become like chocolate, flowing but thick. This is exactly the consistency it should have. Now I start pouring it into the silicone molds that I rinsed. First, I place the white mixture at the bottom, because when we turn it upside down, this part will stay on top. So in the presentation, the top will be black and the bottom will be white. The molds are not very large, therefore I adjust the portion so that it will be 2 pieces per person. Filling them with a ladle is the most practical method. A piping bag can also be used, but since the mixture is quite hot, the bag may burst and burn your hand, so it's beneficial to be careful. If you like the recipe up to this point, don't forget to like the video. If you're still not subscribed to my channel, you can support me by subscribing. Don't forget to turn on notifications to be informed about new and practical dessert recipes. Now let's continue our recipe from where we left off. I complete the missing parts with a spoon and smooth the tops. I pour the remaining mixture onto a plate as well, again arranging it so that the bottom is white and the top is black. Now I place the molds in the freezer. I will let them rest for about 2 hours. At the end of the times, the desserts are not completely frozen, but they are ice cold and thoroughly chilled. That is exactly what we want. Now let's remove them from the mold and place them on the tray. The edges are slightly stuck, but I gently fix them with my hand and turn the mold upside down. As you can see, the shapes come out nicely. My purpose in using these molds is this, the hollow part in the center. I will add plenty of crispy Kadayif to that section. Believe me, if your dessert is 60 points, with this crispy touch it rises to 90 points. Now I add the roasted crispy Kadayif to the centers as well. And this is the final look of the dessert. Let me place one on a plate and cut it in half so you can see the inner texture. Soft, milky consistency, an intense cocoa layer on top, and a crispy surprise in the center. There is an important detail here. Make sure to add the crispy Kadayif only after the dessert has completely cooled. If you add it while it's hot, it will soften and lose its crispiness. Even if you don't use a mold, pay attention to the same rule. The dessert must be cold and the Kadayif must keep its crispiness. Do not cover the top so it doesn't create moisture. Also, consume this type of milk dessert without waiting too long. The best way is to eat it fresh. Enjoy in advance. Yes, our crispy Kadayif cocoa semolina dessert is ready. With both its appearance and texture, it has truly become a special dessert. If you like the recipe, don't forget to like the video and leave a comment. If it were you, what different topping would you add? I'm curious, let's meet in the comments. You can subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications to be informed about new recipes. See you in the next recipe. Enjoy your meal.